Monday through Friday, they have to be at work by 9, and then they're done by 5. And they make sure not to be late. And if they're late, they have a reason why they're late. They have to directly report to somebody on why they're late. But those same individuals are the same ones who want to be healthier, who want to live a fitness lifestyle. And then like, okay, Monday morning, I'm gonna wake up at 6, but they snooze and they hit the alarm clock. Why is it that a lot of individuals will spend all their energy and intention on building someone else's dream and making sure that they're at work by 9, but they can't do it for themselves at 6?
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you for giving me the time and the space. I definitely appreciate it, man.
Always love.
This place is amazing, man. Tell me about this. What's going on?
So this is Joe's Training, 8,000 square foot facility. We opened up about 3 years ago in this facility.
Yeah.
I was back in Dedham, but this place has come to be home for me. It's more like something that I've envisioned for a long time. When I was probably 19, 20, my mom told me that I told her that I would have my own business.
Oh.
And I never even remembered that. It's just the craziest thing. And then I, when you have deja vu?
Yeah.
I've had deja vu of this place.
Oh, that's so
which is weird.
So you've manifested this without even knowing that you manifested.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm like, God's the greatest, man. It's the weirdest thing. I was like, wow, I've seen the ceiling. I've seen all this before. It's like the craziest thing.
No, that's real. That's real. So take me back to, when you were 19, 20 and you were on this journey of fitness. How'd you get into fitness? What made you want to start your own business? Bring me back to the beginning.
Okay, well, I first started with fitness when I was 14. More or less 14. I had an incident when I was 10 where I got beat up and I got jumped and I started working out a little bit, but it was just more treadmill, push-ups, nothing too crazy. But when I was 14, my coach would pick me up at 5 a.m. And we would go to school at 5:30 and work out. It was like a team workout, but it was only 4 or 5 of us. And then I did that for 4 years straight, or 3 years straight. My senior year, I didn't really do it that much. But by my second to third year, I was actually training my teammates. Oh. So I was I was the coach. I was the coach's coach, basically. I was training my teammates. I would have them go through drills and stuff like that, which was weird. But I never knew I had leadership skills until my coach instilled it into me. Yo, you're a good leader. So I attribute fitness and being a coach and being a strength and conditioning coach and being a personal trainer to my high school coach.
To your high school coach.
Yeah.
Cool.
When I was 18, I actually went to Framingham State, and I got in trouble. I got kicked out. I got arrested basically, and I got charged with a whole bunch of charges, but I ended up going to Mount Ida. When I went to Mount Ida, I figured out, I could be a personal trainer. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just thought you could be a high school coach or a college coach. I didn't know you could be a personal trainer. So I started looking into that, and then I ended up either going to Springfield. You know what's crazy? When you were at Springfield, I wanted to go there because you was there. We played each other in high school. You don't even remember that?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I went to Southie.
Oh, wait, we had this conversation at Bridgewater.
Yeah. We played each other in high school, bro.
Yeah. That's how, because you met James, and that's how I knew James, because James was the Brighton.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. So it's I never saw it, but I'm like, damn, I want to go to Springfield because of him, because you played Mount Ida when you was at Springfield.
Yeah.
You scored 5 touchdowns. You threw for 3 and you ran for 2. And I was like, nah, I need to go there because I figured out you guys had a great strength and conditioning program.
Yeah.
And you had a great kinesiology program. And Bridgewater had one too, and Stonehill had one. So I was like, you know what? Bridgewater's the cheapest.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go to Bridgewater, and it's not too far. Springfield's 2 hours away.
Yeah, that drive was
Yeah,
crazy.
forget Jayo. So I ended up going there, and yeah, like when I was there, I wanted to be a strength and conditioning coach, but I saw that they weren't making money. Like, or they were making 20, 30 grand, and you had to stay on, and hopefully the head coach became an NFL coach or a D1 coach, and he takes you along with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is kind of whack. So when I got out of school, I said to myself, you know what? I have to work in a field to make money right away. So I worked at the hospital as like an OA, like office work, stuff like that. And as I was doing that, one of my coworkers said, "What did you go to school for? What did you graduate in?" And I was like, "Oh, kinesiology." He was like, "Oh, why don't you start your own gym?" I was like, "Nah, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy." They're like, "Damn, you should." So I ended up like back. Let's take it back a little bit. The reason why I was working as an OA is because I was one of the only jobs that I could get because I had a record.
Because of the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the jobs, and I had to like plead for that job. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this, that, and the third. I graduated college. Like, yo,
like, that should be enough.
Yeah, like, hey, now, like, so, and I started looking at the horizon. Like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna be making good enough money to propose to my wife, my girlfriend at the time, to enjoy life because my student loans are high, whatever. So instead of trying to go find a job that pays more, I created a job that paid more, and that's why I created Joe's Training. Yep.
Okay, so now walk me through the mindset on that. So now you spoke about a little bit about money and wanting that financial freedom to enjoy life, you know, propose to your wife, buy a house and all that. Where was your relationship with money at that time in your life?
Oh, as a football player, you should know. I did not make more than $10,000. I've been working since I was 14 until I was 25. 11 years. So money was my relationship with money was terrible. Like I didn't have a relationship with money. It's just like, okay, yes, you could you work as a high schooler in summertime and stuff like that, but like you just got enough money to get fresh. So you don't get clowned at school. That's it. You don't got money. Or if you work in like a little part-time, which I did have at Stop and Shop, again, you have enough money to get fresh, to pay phone bills, stuff like that. But you don't really, and like I said, I didn't make more than $10,000. So it's just like, I barely was making any money at all. So before I did, until I was like 25, and I opened the gym up at 24.
Yeah.
I didn't have a good relationship with money.
So with saying that, and you opened up the gym at 24, what made you take that leap of faith and be like, all right, well, I'm going to just bet all my cards on myself. I'm going to just put everything on me, knowing that you weren't making that money to back it up if it failed?
I feel like my belief system, I spoke to my mom and my dad, and I told them, like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to start this.
For a lot of people, that's scary.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, like, all right. I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, no, I'm going to start this. And I gave them, like, what I wanted to do is have a big place. And in that big place, have people rent the gym from me and all that. And that's what I told them. But then they were like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea because you still got student loans and all that stuff. And but what made me just take that leap of faith is because I knew I would regret it if I didn't do this.
That's key.
I knew I would regret it because just like you, especially you being from the hood, you look around, you see people that like, damn, I wish I did that. I wish I did that. And mind you, I had all my friends, most of like, damn, they were after hindsight, they were telling me like, yo, we looked at you like you was crazy. Like, yo, this dude really quit his job. He really left everything. Like, mind you, I made no money for like 6 months. None.
That's usually how it goes, all right?
None for like 6 months, and I put like $15,000 into the old gym.
And made no return.
None of it.
So how'd you battle that within that 6 months, knowing that there was no money coming in? Because I'm sure and it's normal, it's a normal human instinct to feel, like, damn, maybe this isn't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. Like, what was that? What was that mindset like going into that situation, or being in the middle of that situation,
Mm-hmm.
and understanding like, okay, I put this X amount of money in, I'm not getting anything in return right now. You don't know when it's gonna get returned.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where it's gonna go from here, but you still kept going. So kind of walk me through that.
I feel like God didn't let me lose hope.
Hmm.
That's what I feel like. I feel like in the journey of like, okay, this is what I thought to myself, like, wait a minute. I need to get into the best shape of my life. In turn, people will see me getting into the best shape of my life, then start coming to the gym. I can't say, hey, start to join in on Joe's training if I'm not in the best shape of my life. So
Right.
I feel like the 6 months, it's like I was in a valley, and I needed that valley. That valley of I lost 27 to 30 pounds in 6 months.
All because you wanted to show your clients that you could.
Yeah, I wanted to show you this works.
Yeah.
This what I'm showing you here works. And I like really like I would go in at like 5:30, work out, have a couple clients in the morning and then a couple at night. But I was like grinding every single day. I made sure that like I was putting my best foot forward. And I feel like me working on myself in turn helped me see, okay, yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I don't have any clients yet, but if I can improve my body by consistently working, I can improve my situation by consistently working.
I like
so
that.
I callous my body in order to callous my mind.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So you agree that being in tune with your fitness and your body translates into success?
Yes, completely.
I like that. I like that. Now, where did your clients come from? Where did it word of mouth? Did you do a lot of outreach? How'd you market that? How'd you market yourself aside from doing your own program and showing your clients that it worked?
So I did basically I did research. I grabbed my phone, went through my whole contact list, sat down, and said, okay, this person is this amount of this is how much they weigh.
Mm-hmm.
This is where they probably work at right now. This is how much they can afford.
Mm.
This is how far it is. And mind you, wondering how do I know this? Social media tells you.
Yeah.
I know everything about you. I just go on your social media and I find out.
Literally.
If I have your number, I'm close enough to have your number.
Right.
So I did that with everyone. Created a price that worked for everyone. That's like a range.
Mm-hmm.
And after I created that range, it's just like, okay, you already know I've been working out since I was 14. Most of the people that have their number.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just created a gym. Hey, I just have this place, this space to work out. Come in for free.
Mm.
You come in, you have a good workout. This is the prices. This is what we're doing. And then I have you, okay, I'll give you a discount. So it's a discounted price the first 2-3 months. That's why I really made no money because it's a discounted price.
Yeah.
After that, after I built some traction, people started seeing, okay, I see, like for example, if you see yourself, like if you're training with me, if someone the same similar body type see you working out, and see you making gains, they're like, I could do that. I should do that.
Right.
And that's why I like feel like I build traction from people seeing more people in there, but not realizing that they were coming for a discounted rate or free.
Mm.
So after a few months of doing that, I feel like word of mouth, like, yo, this guy really works and he's not just going to take your money. And it's a group session, but you feel like the one-on-one aspect right there because he's talking to you one-on-one. He's not like having you do a generic group program. So I felt like that helped me build up my clientele. Word of mouth, doing research on people that I already have on my phone instead of doing cold calls on random people that I don't know. Yeah.
So you said something that I really liked where you brought them in and you showed them and they were able to see someone of their stature getting results. Why is it that you think a lot of people battle with that mindset of not trusting themselves and they need to see it to believe it first?
I feel like you said, seeing is believing, but also you have eyes for a reason. Like you have senses for a reason. you can have like your eyes let you know, okay, what you believe is true, but your gut lets you know something too. Like for example, if you come if this place was empty, right, and I trained no one, and someone comes in and works out, and like in their gut they know this is where they belong.
Yeah.
That's different. But you would first need to get someone in the door, and to get someone in the door, they need to see someone else doing it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing ever. Like, yeah.
But I feel like that's only with certain people, because I mean, the only thing that's stopping me from coming here is the drive. I'm in Everett.
True. Yeah, true.
But if I was anywhere closer, I'd be here because this place is super dope. But I feel like, and it's, I feel like this is real for a lot of people. Like, for example, the average person works at 9 to 5, right? At 9 o'clock, their boss wants them at work at 9 o'clock, on Monday morning, and every day, Monday through Friday, they have to be at work by 9. And then they're done by 5, and they make sure not to be late. And if they're late, they have a reason why they're late. They have to directly report to somebody on why they're late. But those same individuals are the same ones who want to be healthier, who want to live a fitness lifestyle. And then like, okay, Monday morning, I'm gonna wake up at 6, but they snooze and they hit the alarm clock. Why is it that a lot of individuals will spend all their energy and intention on building someone else's dream and making sure that they're at work by 9, but they can't do it for themselves at 6?
I feel like a lot of individuals are stuck in that rat race, and you got to understand, in this society that is created, there have to be workers. Not everyone can be a boss.
Right.
There has to be sets of workers. There have to be managers. There has to be boss that's on top. And if you're stuck in that rat race and you don't want to improve yourself, because you could still be in a rat race and improving yourself. You could still, but like I feel like, because the aspect of paying for self improvement is not something that someone wants to do. If I have to pay to improve myself, it's like, whoa, come on now. Yeah. I'd rather you pay me and I'm improving. Like, that's what a 9 to 5 is. Yeah. Like if I work really hard, you pay me better. But like for a gym or a personal trainer, if you pay the trainer and you still have to work really hard they don't like that aspect.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like people, like you said, like they are more focused on improving someone else's dream. And that's not a bad thing, because for me, I need people that understand my why and are my how to my why. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those are the workers. Those are the hows to my why. Those are people that understand, yes, I want a lot for myself, but as this company starts to grow, because of it, the height of its growth, I'm going to be able to get to different places that I would never go without this company.
Right.
That's why I feel like we need those people, and those people might get bigger than the company because they're on the coattails of the company rising.
Right.
But in the same sense, those people still have to be aggressively patient, as in like they're working really hard, but they're working on themselves even harder. So when they get that opportunity, it's like, yeah, I'm good. Like for example, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you want to be a firefighter, but you're still working on yourself, when you get that call, you've been working out, you've been running, you're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to be patiently aggressive.
Like, I think no, I agree. I think a lot of people, when they get out of work at 5, they don't get home to maybe 6:30, depending on where you live and where you work. And if you have a family, you're handling all the family things in the evening. If you don't have a family, most of them are tired. They don't make dinner, so they order.
Right.
They're on Netflix. But that's time spent that you could be doing something else to improve yourself, or working on a side project, or doing something to get out of your 9 to 5. Now, most people, the number one thing they say is, "Oh, I don't have enough time to work out." What do you say to that?
There's 168 hours in a week. With 168 hours, let's say you sleep 7. Let's say you work 8. You go 2 hours driving there from work and back. Let's say an hour. Let's say you chill for about 10 hours a week. you still got like 40 hours.
So there's no excuse.
There is not.
There's
Like,
no
for
excuse.
example, I thought to myself yesterday, I meal prepped, I slept, I did so much in that one day that I'm like, yo, I have so much time. Like, it doesn't matter. I can never say I don't have enough time. I can never say, even if you have kids, you can never say you don't have enough. Because there's a point in time that you're relaxing.
Right.
That you have like at least 3 hours in that day to yourself.
Right.
At least. So it's like, there's a lot of people that's like, yeah, you'll see when you have kids. Okay, you have kids, and I get the same thing accomplished. What's the question now? I feel like what I say to those people is that you have enough time, you just not allocating your time correctly.
Right.
You're not allocating the time that you want to spend on working out. You're allocating it towards something else, and it's just like same thing with money. Like, you have enough money, you're just allocating it to somewhere else. Like, for example, if you're paying something that's $100 monthly, and then you stop using that money because you want to save that money, if you go back in your account and you don't have an extra 100 every single month, where's it? You're allocating it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So let's say you stop going to the gym and you still don't have enough time. You're allocating that time somewhere else.
Right. So your priorities are just
it's just out of whack. Yeah. That's it.
Now, I want to take it back a little bit because you said you quit your job.
Mm-hmm.
You opened the Dedham gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 years later, you opened up this gym. My first question is, and you spoke on this a little bit on how you manifested this, but did you ever see your space being this big?
Yeah. I saw it being 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. I didn't see 8,000. I seen 5,000. Because I talked to my boy from New York. We went to I went to prep school for a summer, and we went there, and he just was like, "Yo, I remember you saying you like to work out. I never knew you was gonna get a gym."
Yeah.
And I told him, yeah. In like a year or two, 5,000, 6,000 square feet. And I said that, and it's so funny because he sent me that message back, and he was like, "Yo, you really did it." I be saying stuff I don't even be remembering.
That's so dope.
I don't remember me
That's
saying
so
it.
dope.
He was like, "Yo, I just be chatting, bro."
That's so dope, man.
But yeah, I did envision it being this big, but not as big as this. I feel like with this being this size, I have so much room to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
And now my second question to that is, how much kickback did you get when you quit your job and you went into your own space in Dedham and then came into this spot, and how did you manage those distractions, and are those same people still in your life today?
Yeah, I feel like most of the people that actually mattered was my parents, my friends. My parents would, like, my mom was on my back, like, "Yo, student loans keep calling my phone," because she's a co-signer. Like, "Yo, you had a job." I was working as a personal trainer on the side as well. So you had a job, you was paying all your bills, but now you barely pay your bills. You just that. They're calling me, and the student loan bill is the only bill that I wasn't paying, which was $1,300 a month. There's no way.
Yeah, that's insane.
There's no way I was paying it. There's no way. So I was like, whatever. And I like missed like 3 months of it, and then I would pay the late fee, whatever. But she pressured me the most because she was like, "Yo, you barely work. You're not. This gym's not working." Even though she supported me, but she was a Caribbean mom. She was on my back.
Yeah.
My dad was like more chill about it, but I got pushed back from them. But as it started to work, and as I started to grow, they started to show more love. My friends, I felt like I said, it was more hindsight they told me about this. But like in my face, they were not like, they're just like, "Oh, good, you got a gym." But like after it started working, they were like, "Yo, bro, we was looking at you like it's crazy. Like, damn, this dude really quit. He don't know what he want to do. He don't even got the gym." I quit before I even opened the gym.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah. So we can agree that although the people in your circle, they were saying, "Oh yeah, like they were behind you, but in that doubt for them was still there. They just weren't instilling it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, would your vision or your mental been a little different if it wasn't still on you?
Yeah, I feel like it would be, but also I don't think I'm more in my head about a lot of things. Like I don't show anyone the things I deal with. You know what I mean? I don't show anyone that. And if I do show it, it might be my wife, and she just got me opening up a little bit, but I don't be showing people that. Like I feel like everything's peachy with me at all times.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just like I feel like a quote from J. Cole. He was like, "Ride the waves." I say to myself, and like I thought about it. Like life is like waves, bro. There's always peaks. There's always highs. And you gotta stay calm and collective throughout the whole thing. And I feel like I'm just peachy all the time. It's just like I'm never too high. Like I got this. Like it was 3 years of having this place 2 weeks ago, March 19th. Like almost a month ago.
That's huge.
Yeah, and it was just like, yo, people were like, oh, you should post something on Instagram, and that's why I posted it. But I don't care about none of that. I'm just whatever.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Like that's why you didn't realize I was here 3 years. Yeah. I'm not really like popping bottles with a big 3 balloon. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm just trying to ride the wave. Like, okay, it's cool. Yes, I'm not too high. I'm not too low. The worst thing might happen to me. No one will know. The best thing will happen to me. No one would know.
I feel like that comes with being just in a state of gratitude too, because you don't want to celebrate, and then you lose track that any day this can be gone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, I kind of want to, Bill, you're intriguing me because I didn't know at 19 that you wanted this, obviously. And then you quit your job before even opening the gym.
Yeah.
And then you open the gym, and you have this group of friends and your parents who are saying, you know, they got your back, but then in hindsight, they kind of always had a little bit of doubt, which is just natural human instinct. Right. So I'm trying to figure out where in that time frame did you face any adversity within yourself, and how'd you overcome that? Because it seems like you've always just had a good, solid base and foundation at home, and that's important. But now, bro, 8,000 square foot gym. And you was just a kid at Southie High, like
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's such a big gap, and I'm trying to tap into that gap as much as possible. But you know what I mean? Like where in that did you face any adversity, and how'd you overcome that?
So let's put it like this: I faced so much adversity throughout growing up that nothing here, this little thing can't break me. That's what it is. It's just like. You're what you're trying to figure out is like how can you like not make money and not do all this for 6 months and still feel confident. It's just like it's because like, bro, I got in trouble when I was 17. I got in trouble when I was 18. I was on probation for 2 years. I had to see a PO. I almost got arrested from my PO because I didn't have a car to drive to Brockton courthouse to see her. She brought state troopers to my dorm. People are looking at me crazy. Like, you feel me? Like, like stuff like that. Like, I'm going to court every single month. Like, stuff like that is like hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But stuff like this where it's just like, yo, you just gotta sit and think, bro. Just sit and think. How can you make more money? How can you do this? How can you do that? That is, I could be in my own head about that and think about it all day. And yes, I'll get stressed out because it's just like little stuff will stress me out. But once I like, okay, just relax. I'm good. So I feel like I've been through so much that like this little thing, this little gym, it feels like a little gym thing to me. This little gym thing is not going to throw me off course where it's just like, damn, you really, like some people when I like really break it down what I do and what I do to keep this gym afloat, they're like, damn, like I didn't know that. Yeah, of course you wouldn't know that, but like I was fighting for my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just like this is nothing, bro. I lose it all. I'm thankful that God even gave me this opportunity to be here, bro, to have this gym. So it's just like, word, cool, 6 years, cool, I got it. So it's like that's how I feel.
That's crazy. I like that. And you. Damn, that just hit home. Cause I didn't know that you was dealing with all that, and that's how you grew up and stuff like that. Obviously, we grew up in the inner city, but everybody got their own story. But now that you have this gym, what's next? And do you see it growing? Do you see yourself kind of just delegating, or you still see yourself being in the mix at all times, like how you are with your clients now?
I've talked to a lot of people about this so far, and my boy Elder talked to me about this, and it sparked a passion.
Mm.
Like I want to create like a center
Mm.
in the inner city, and I'm going to create a center in the inner city. That's what I should say.
That's power in there.
And it's going to be an inner city, like probably like Brockton, or Dorchester, whatever, where I have people coming in, like for example, learning how to make podcasts, learning how to wrap cars, learning how to train, and it's going to be more for the kids in the city. It's kind of like a YMCA, but it has more programs and more people coming out to help them learn. Especially, we're in this weird gray space where school is not the best option. So it's just like find some, like this is where we could help them find somewhere else where they could work. Like in tech, they could work as a trainer, and they could work as a mechanic. They could do this, they could do that, or we could bring people. If you need an apprenticeship, like if you need, like, you know what I mean, bring people in and have it government funded, where it's just like we're not really worried. Because I feel like, bro, I could help so much people. Like imagine you seeing someone every day, or you seeing someone on the street, or you seeing someone in church, and you're like, dog, I could help this person. I could help you, bro.
That's a thought every single day.
But like, yo, I like this world is not free.
Yeah.
I want to help you for free, but if I give it to you for free, you're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, yo, why you yelling at me? I'm not paying for this. So like, I know that. So that I want something that, like, I don't really have to worry about money. I could delegate. I could help, like bring in other personal trainers that I see myself in. You know what I mean? That just graduated school, that don't know what they want to do. That I could like instill myself into. I could do so much. Community reach. Talk to kids at risk, stuff like that. Like I would love to do stuff. That's what I see myself doing within the next 3 years.
How'd you get to that point?
I feel like natural progression. Like the reason why I have this logo on my chest, the reason why I have this gym, the reason I had to. My thought is, I told my parents that I wanted to build a fitness center that basically is renting out for me. Trainers are renting out for me.
Yeah.
But to first do that, I had to build up my brand.
Yeah.
To build up my brand, I had to be a personal trainer and do all this.
You have to do all the hard work.
Yes. Yeah. I had to do all the hard work. So now that all the hard work is done, I'm stamped. People know who I am, and like the community know who I am. So I feel like if I could venture out, now I could delegate. Now I've been in every position. I've been a cleaner. I've been a market manager. I've been a social media manager. I am all those things for this gym.
Yeah.
So it's just like I've been a CEO, CFO, not CEO, CEO, a CFO. I've been all these things. So I feel like it's a natural progression now to delegate all of it. And to delegate it, I can't be here on a day-to-day. And this is like, Dedham was my baby, and this is my teenager. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now I need to get an adult. Like, it's becoming an adult. Yeah. And I feel like this place is great. And I got 3 years left still on the lease. 2 years left still on the lease.
Nice.
And if it doesn't work out, I know what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're confident that if you lost it all today, you could get it right back?
Yes. Or I could get, like, God doesn't take something away from you and not give you something better.
Right.
Or the reason why he took it away from you is to stop something, or to stop harm coming your way. So, like, that's what I feel.
How old are you now, Joe?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Now, what would you tell your 19-year-old self if you had 5 minutes with him today? What would you tell your 19-year-old self?
I would tell him, like, I love this question, but whenever someone asks me this question, what I say is, if I told him something, like the trials and tribulations that I went through made me closer to God.
Mm-hmm.
So I would tell him to get closer to God earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're like, imagine me praying and saying, please God, please send me trials and tribulations because I know that's gonna make me better. Please send them my way.
That's
Send
crazy.
them my way because like if I don't get them, I become complacent.
Mm-hmm.
I become like I'm not the best version of myself if I don't get them, and I can't help others that like for example, like I got friends and coworkers and people that I work with that like, yo, how did you get through this? How are you doing this? I can't help these people if I didn't go through it.
Right.
Yeah, so I feel like I would tell my 19-year-old self like, yo, stay tapped in, stay prayed up, stay like don't lose faith in like you know what I mean? Because I feel like a couple times I lost faith
Mm.
in not only in God's plan but in myself, and that's why I feel like it's hard for me to lose faith now because like I lost faith and it was just like that was stupid of me. Why did I even think of that?
Right. Right. So now I want to flip it. Now you're 30.
Mm-hmm.
You have a house.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new house. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Baby on the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Got married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
you just killing life, man.
Nah, life just going fast.
But now you're 30. You're going into your 30s, and you see yourself opening up this center for the youth and doing all these other great things that you just spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell your 40-year-old self here at 30?
I've never heard that.
Because now you're walking into a whole nother realm of life. You're gonna be a father. Now you gotta be cleaning, fixing faucets and
Yeah.
replacing bathrooms. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you're being a man, a husband, and a father at home, and now you're being also that here in the gym for your clients. Because you can per se that you're kind of like a coach. Well, I mean, you are a coach, but more of like an influence to your clients as well. So that could be low key be a father figure type thing.
Yeah.
People look up to you. They know that you got the answers when it comes to fitness.
Right.
So now you're playing both those roles in two different environments, and you're about to walk into that state of your life. What would you tell your 40-year-old self?
First thing I would tell him is to make time for family, because I feel like as I feel like at my younger self, I was working so hard to build this. A couple times, like for months, I wouldn't see people.
Mm.
I wouldn't. I would just sleep and back to work, back to work. Sometimes I do this here too. In this phase, I do it here too, where it's just like, no, I can't hang out right now. I can't do this right now. I feel like making time for family, the ones that you love, is gonna be the paramount when I'm 40.
Mm.
Like still going on dates with my wife and still being there for my kid. That's gonna be 10, God willingly, at that point. So being there like for him during baseball games, football games, basketball games, being there, not just working so much. Because I feel like coming from a Caribbean household, I know my parents love me, but they wasn't there ever, and I know why they wasn't there, because it was working.
They were working.
And I love that they were working so hard for me, my siblings, but like I appreciate it, but it's just it still kind of sucks. Like my dad only seen me play football one time.
It's tough.
Yeah, so my mom never seen me play football.
That's even tougher.
So it's just like I know why they wasn't there.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like, yeah, I'll just tell myself to be there for family and yeah, make sure that I'm still like connected to the source of all my blessings, which is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So being more connected with family, more connected to my faith, that's more of what I would say, because I feel like being the person I am, I should be in shape still when I'm 40. So I don't think that's really a concern. But like, yeah, the big concern would be family and faith. Yeah.
So you just made a valid point. I feel like a lot of men, the moment they start having families and they start having kids, they start to lose that time for themselves that they would spend in the gym. How do you feel like you're going to deal with allocating not sleeping well because your baby's crying at night, but then having to be up at 5 a.m. for your client. You know what I mean? You're getting into that space. You're real close to that space where you're going to be battling how to allocate your time. And hopefully it doesn't like mess up your clientele per se, but you're gonna have to deal with that issue of, oh man, I can't be there at 5:30 because my wife is still working, she's not home yet, and I gotta take care of the baby. How do you feel like you're gonna walk into that stage of your life and still give your clients 100% while you're still giving 100% at home?
I feel like to be present is gonna be crucial. So if I'm at work, I'm 100% present at work. If I am at home, I'm 100% present at home. That's going to be the best thing for me, because if I'm at work still thinking about home, I'm at home still thinking about work. That's going to be kind of, and with the time, I'm gonna have help for sure. My mom is still around, my dad's still around. I got cousins, so I'm gonna have help. But I think that like being present and being like fully committed to being the best version of me at the current time, current thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because if I'm like all over the place, it's gonna be not good for anyone.
I love that. Now, one thing I'm doing with the show, Joe, is every guest that comes on the show, I'm asking to give advice for the next person that's on the show. Now, you don't know if that person is going to be a CEO, CFO, millionaire, billionaire, or it could be a barber who just opened up a shop. You know what I mean? You have no idea who that next person is going to be. What type of advice would you give that person?
On being on the show?
No, just in general. In life.
Oh, okay. In life, I feel like to the next person, life is going to challenge you, of course. Life is going to send you things that you might think that is meant to destroy you or destroy your progress, but it's not. It's actually meant to refine you, because as you know, diamonds are made with pressure. So the more under pressure you are, the more you can resist that pressure, and the more you can like not just conform to that pressure, but like push back against that pressure, you become a diamond. So and that's why I said that I asked for tribulations and trials, because I know it's gonna make me a diamond. And I feel like for the next guest, just understanding that bad times will come, but those bad times are not really bad times. They're just tests. This whole thing that life is a test to see how we could handle it. And yeah, and if you could handle it, you reap the reward.
Love that, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Appreciate you.